138 miles. That's how many miles I put on one of these bikes when I visited Miami for a week. There are many ways that you can see Miami, and there are benefits and drawbacks to seeing it on a bike. I'm going to walk you through the entire process to show you what it's like to rent the bike, to return it, and everything you can do and see in between. So stay tuned because there's a lot to see and unpack in this episode. What all these bikes have in common is that they're heavy, sturdy, and well built. I'm going to share my experience with you to help you understand what it's like to rent one of these bikes and help you figure out if it's worth the cost. One of the biggest drawbacks I had was mental reservation. Renting the bike, the process, maybe it's too complicated, but the reality is the process couldn't be any easier. I downloaded an app and I put my credit card information in there, and then I went to a machine, selected the bike, and I'm going to show you exactly how that process worked. But right now we're looking at the bike, and that tongue thing there that you just saw, that actually goes into the slot, and that's how you return the bike. Simple as that. Now this bike is a kind of a universal bike. They're bigger for big people, for short people, tall people. So the seat is going to be nice and cush. It's adjustable, so you can make it go up and down by pulling of just one lever. And just so you know, nobody's paying me to make this video. I'm making this video strictly because I want to enhance your travel experience. Now, as you can see, I'm going all over the bike so you can get an idea of what it looks like. If you're going to rent a bike, you can choose any of the bikes there. I recommend you get one that has a double kickstand. I felt that was far more stable. Those of you who are familiar with my channel know that I specialize in fun and interesting things for individuals and families to do, so please support my channel by liking and subscribing. One of the challenges I had was when I used the basket, when I put something in the basket, it made the bike a little bit unstable, so I'd just be cautious with that. This phone right here, the attachment, is something that I brought with me and I installed on the bike because I was going to be riding it for so long. Each bike comes with a bell. I felt it was helpful to alert people of your presence, to help them to kind of move out the way a little bit. The bike was more than twice as heavy as a standard bike, but the ride was smooth and comfortable. Renting the bike is as simple as opening the app on your phone. It has a map on there. Usually with a geolocation, it will pull you directly to where the bike stand is. Then it says get bike. Then you press in the bike number that you want. It'll show you all the bikes that are docked there. You look at the bike that you want, it's 4837. You look at your phone, you see 4837. You press the button, and that's it. It releases the bike, and you can go. They do have various rental options. The longer you rent the bike, which it's 1 hour, 2 hours, 30 minutes, about 4 days, the cheaper it generally is. Now, to answer that million-dollar question, is renting one of these bikes a good value? Absolutely yes. It's far more convenient than waiting for the bus and far cheaper than taking an Uber or a taxi. Now, not all bikes are equal. Take a look at this bike right here. This bike is old and rusted, so before you check your bike out, make sure it's in tip-top shape. If you look at this bay right here, you can see that there's not a single bike there. This is on a Sunday morning. So on the weekends, a lot more bikes get rented out, and a lot of bikes get rented out early. Now this here is a Monday morning, and look, there is literally every single stall, practically every single stall with the exception of one, is full. Now if you happen to leave one of these bikes or lose it, get ready to pay about $1,000. If you don't return the bike to the dock and they come and find it and have to return it, that's $75. So be very careful not to lose or damage these bikes.